And I think many people, especially over this period of the last year where they're reflecting on their jobs and their careers and their status at home and their health, like lots of questions coming up for people this last year. And I think the first thing is not seeing it as a leap. I think a leap sounds scary. You know, it makes it sound like you have to have it all figured out. You have to have a real good plan. And that's great if you can have that. But many of us don't. And so we all know when you start a business, for example, whatever your plan was, it always has to adapt and change. So why not apply that to your own life? Like if your intention is, I want to try something new, then it doesn't have to be that you quit your job and make a big leap. It could be, okay, you've got Saturday and Sunday. Could you spend 1 hour just brainstorming? The next week, could you buy a book and read it? The next week, could you watch a YouTube channel? The week after, could you listen to a podcast like this and just be inspired? And it might take a while, but just step by step, thinking to yourself, what's the next easiest, simplest, cheapest thing that I can do that allows me to explore my options? And so, you know, I coach people now and I coach businesses, and there's a lot of people that, you know, come to me and they're like, you know, I'm fed up of my job in banking. I want to become a yoga teacher. Like, I'm like, okay, this is good, not bad, but have you ever taught a yoga class? Have you even done many yoga classes? Have you ever, you know, been on a retreat that's immersed you in yoga for a period? There's things you can do before opening a studio, you know, and committing to that. And
that could be let's say to play devil's advocate on that. The argument could be that concept of, let's use yoga as an example. Maybe that person just needs to go take a yoga class, but once they take that yoga class, they find something else and it snowballs. And just that initial gut feeling change can lead to further things in the development. So like based on like your decision, when you won that award, how quickly from the day you won that award to landing in Thailand? Was that 6 months? Was it a month? How quick did that happen?
It was about 9 months.
9 months.
But it was 3 months after I won that award that I came to Thailand initially and did that health retreat as a holiday.
Yeah, so it was fairly quick for you to make that decision. And I think that's something I find there's a trend and a pattern with a lot of people that have come to Thailand. They make the decision pretty quick. They don't sit on it for a year, 2 years, 5 years. I think it kind of bites you in the ass and it says, hey, you better make that decision now because you might not make it later. For full episodes, visit our YouTube channel, Fruiting Body Podcast.